Hello guys, welcome to Football Intel. I am your host, your agile host, Dominion Chooks. It's the CAF Confederation Cup, and we saw ENYIMBA, the Elephants, take on MASRY of Egypt in a beautiful game today. The match ended in a draw, one for ENYIMBA, one for MASRY. I think it's not, personally for me, it's not a good result for ENYIMBA. Why? Because they were playing at home today at the Goswell Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. So I think home advantage, they should have won today's game. The midfield was not connecting to me. This game, the midfield was a major issue. Passes were not being distributed as they should have been. And that's why we saw in the 8th minute of the game, Hassem scored for MASRY. And that was how it carried on. ENYIMBA tried so much. Like I said, the passes were not flowing that well. And that was how the first half of the game ended. But I must give kudos. Ever since the change of management in ENYIMBA, Stanley Eguma, the new coach, former Rivers United coach, has really been doing a great job since he came in. And there were some tactical changes in the game. And coming into the second half, we saw Iheme equalize for ENYIMBA at the 46th minute. And that was how the game ended, 1-1. Now, what are my thoughts? See, as it stands now in the group, they have Zamalek up there with 11 points. Then MASRY is sitting with 6 points. Then we have ENYIMBA with 5 points. And Black Bulls Maputo sitting with 4 points. Now, what does that mean for ENYIMBA? As it stands now, they are not in a good position. This is when you find yourself in this kind of situation, you begin to punch your calculator and you begin to pray and fast. As it stands now, ENYIMBA still have a chance, but it's slim. They have to pray because they will be facing, I think they'll be facing Zamalek. Yes, ENYIMBA will be going toe-to-toe with Zamalek, while Black Bull Maputo will face MASRY. So now, they have to pray that somehow Zamalek will get a draw. Because if Zamalek gets a draw against Maputo, Black Bulls Maputo, Zamalek will have about 7 points. That's 1 point. They are already at 6, so they will have 7. And ENYIMBA should pray to go and beat Zamalek. Now, the chances of ENYIMBA beating Zamalek in Egypt. Zamalek. Well, it's football. Anything can happen. But to me, the chances are very slim. And any other thing other than a win for ENYIMBA and a draw for MASRY, they are not going to make it to the next round. That is just the truth. They're not going to make it to the next round. And one might ask, what's the possibility of them beating Zamalek? Well, the chances are very slim to me, I have to be honest with you, in as much as we know that anything can happen in football. But in this case, the chances are very slim. Going to Egypt to beat Zamalek, well, anything can happen in football, but I doubt. Now, then they have to pray that, like I said, MASRY should get a draw against Black Bulls Maputo. You see the way I'm just analyzing this, because I'm just looking at it. Well, let's see how it turns out. But generally, I think they played so well, but they should have, pushed to win this game. They would have been more comfortable. Yeah, they would have been more comfortable, but it's quite unfortunate. But I still have hopes. For those of us out there, Nigerian supporters of ENYIMBA, who still have hopes, well, let's keep our fingers crossed and see what happens going on into the next fixture. I just pray that a miracle can happen. A miracle can happen against Zamalek. We know that what God cannot do does not exist, and that might be the case in ENYIMBA. I wouldn't know. But I'd like to get your thoughts in the comment section about the matchup. Let's get your thoughts. What do you think about the game? And some pointers, some positives and some negatives in the game. We'd love to hear from you. If this is your first time watching our channel, this is Football Intel. I don't need to tell you so much about us. Go into our videos and see what we do. We love African football, and we are here to promote and propagate our own football, which is African football. So if you want to keep tabs with this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell select all notifications, and be up to date with our content. And to those of you who are subscribers, a very big thank you to you guys. Thank you for the engagement, the likes, shares, the comments. We love you guys from the city of Port Harcourt here in Nigeria. At this juncture, I'm going to be drawing the curtain. I still remain your host of Football Intel, Mr. Dominion Chuk, saying bye for now, and African football to the world.